Okay. Pulley. Yeah, there it is. All right. What is up? Damn it. Hold on. I swear I can never do this shit, right? Off rip. There we go. Okay. What up? What up? I am ready for this chapter. I have been waiting patiently, ready to rock and roll. But before we get into that, I just want to say a big shout out to the Chestnut Tanuki for the last live stream we did, the Black Clover stream. Really appreciate it. There's about to be another 3 new chapters of Black Clover coming out. I believe it is next week, which is crazy. I don't know if there's a break week after this chapter for One Piece, but it could be very interesting. I'm also talking to Broker right now, the Broker. And we are planning on doing a Theory for Theory live stream, which I am cooking up with him, and it will be a good one. Trust me. So should be good shit. But yeah, let's just jump into this shit because I am ready. Alright, if you are following along down in, hold on, let me get my shit right here, down there in the corner, transparently through my logo is the official release of One Piece chapter 1131. So let's get at it. So we get chapter 1131, Loki in the underworld. We got Ogre Child Yamato's Golden Harvest Surrogate Pilgrimage. After that, Sword Thief. So very interesting. We see Speed. We see Otama. Whoever the dog's name is, I forget what the dog's name is. Okay. Not much to go through here. Very interesting though. Someone stole the sword. Kind of whack that Yamato lost it, but hopefully it leads to a cool conclusion with this cover story because we're already on volume 18. They usually don't go to like 30 or anything crazy, so we should only have a few more chapters of this, unless it plans on being a broader story that gets expanded over time. And then, you know, like, because we had the Kuzan one in which he gets to actually, you know, do something more in the present time, or even just like very recently in the past. But I mean, that was kind of like pretty good information. So let's continue on. Right. We'll do one page at a time here. Luffy says, "Oh yeah, I knew this was Elbaf. We've been waiting to get here for ages. Everything really is huge in Elbaf." Loki says, "Oh yeah, good for you. By the way, I wonder if Usopp will figure it out when he gets up there. What's on the top of the tree? Hey, the most powerful nation in the world lived and breathed warfare? Wow, that's wild. When I was on Dory and Bragi's ship, I'd never seen so many giants at once. It was really overwhelming. Hey, I can believe they're the most powerful." Bro, Yoki's just trying to fucking get in a word edgewise. Says, "Hey, I'm talking to you." It's just like all the fucking animals are like, "I am the sun god enshrined in the legends of this land. You will not speak without my permission, human. Now answer me. What do you make of this situation? Elbaf's accursed prince, Loki. Special government bounty 2.6 billion. Damn. Wait, that's weird. Because did Loki ever leave? Like, I guess maybe to meet Lola, right? But I feel like they were on Elbaf when that happened. I'm confused, dude. How does he have a bounty that's bigger than Dory and Broggy's combined, and he's been chained up on Elbaf for years? For quite a few years, I'd imagine. Interesting. Okay. Come on. What do I make of it? That you're chained up? Keenly surmised, but no man chooses to be chained. And I am no exception in this regard. I would rather be free. Did you know I've been here for 6 years? 6 years. Okay. So basically, he's been here for quite some time. When he says 6 years, I consider myself the strongest in all of Elbaf. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. Everyone needed to stop him. But this tree is known as the Jewel Tree Atom. Okay, so it is the Atom Tree. This is where we got the wood for the Sunny. That's crazy. Yo, this is... Man, this is so cool. We're getting so many small little just like just like little tidbits of information, but like they're just so damn good. I'd love this. The very kingdom of Warfare Land, which forms the very kingdom of Warfare Land itself. The chains are sea prism stone. They rob me of my strength and keep me imprisoned. So I have a question for you, Roddy. he acts like fucking... He acts like Luffy. Roddy. He just like fucking goes off. He says, "It's Luffy. Do you want to make a deal, Luffy? You're a pirate, aren't you? If you should undo these chains that bind me, I'll offer to completely eliminate one rival pirate crew of your choosing. What say you? The key should be somewhere in the village." Now, that's interesting. Completely eliminate one pirate. Dude, imagine he's just like, "Bet, take out Blackbeard." Now, if you'd rather not, I won't force you your hand. Oh, but I didn't mention, this is the lowest plane of Elbaf. The underworld. Which makes sense. It's like Niflheim or whatever, like the frozen area in the world tree. Very interesting. A place that no one dares venture into. Those judged to be criminals are dropped down here. This place is their prison and their execution yard. Very interesting. It's interesting because this is a Hades move. So Hades always wants to make a deal. That's why in Hercules and all these other myths, Hades is the one who is like, okay, hey, you want to make a deal? You know, like the deal for the soul type thing, you know, like that is a very big trait of Hades. So it's like they're rolling that type of thought process into Loki, but Loki's also the trickster. So very interesting on top of it. So is this just a trick, or is he really planning this, or will Luffy even go for it? I just don't know if Luffy would be that type. Those judged to be criminals are down here. This place is their prison. Execution. says, dig into the snow around you, and you'll find the bones of giant and man alike. These mountains have existed for tens of thousands of years. In our mythology, we call this the First World, a place where the sun is only a dead memory. Foolish human. I don't know what brought you to these snowy peaks, but you'd best be wary of the wild beasts. A great and deadly sentinel prowls each and every mountain, and since I was a lad, they've all been fast friends of mine. Okay, so this looks like Fenrir. That looks like the world serpent. Not so much the gorilla or the polar bear. Interesting. This is Russell. It says, this takes me back. So if you don't do as I say, they may not take kindly to it. Those other little ones are humans who chose to do battle with Elbaf. I need the double right now. Okay. Very interesting. So I like, oh, so there's a mammoth as well. Those little ones are humans who choose to do battle with Elbaf. They wear stinking robes to turn away the ravenous beasts, but they only delay the inevitable. They are corpses already. Now that's really uncalled for, sir. Who is this guy? Can we rob him blind? Maybe he's got something. We don't want to get knocked unconscious like the last time. I mean, around here, you don't expect to run into red hair Shanks of all people. Huh? Did you just... what? Did you just say Shanks? We did, but this is really invalidating everything we thought we knew. Who is that guy? How did he tame the sentinels of the peaks? What? Wait a second, who is that pipsqueak? Did Shanks really come here? You know red hair? If you mean that coward of a pirate, he certainly did. Oh shit, you do not do that. Yo, he went gear fourth off rip and blasted right next to Loki's head. Yeah, Prince Loki. Hey, wait, take it easy. I was only joking. What? Don't say that, even as a joke. He says, I'm helpless here. I can't defend myself. The instant I get these chains off, I'm gonna kill him. Then you better... Wait, hold on. Is he's just thinking that? Then you better not make me mad. Next time you say something like that, I'll embed you into that tree. You wouldn't dare, idiot. And why was Shanks here? Why did he come to see you? That couldn't have been why he was here. Is he still in Elbaf? You won't be getting those answers for nothing. Okay. Let's see here. Look out, it's really shaking. I'm gonna die. Is that what I think it is? You mean, yeah, someone's coming. I don't know who it is, but he looks all charred up like he got hit with lightning. It's probably whoever was under that sun god mask. I knew it. And behind him is that female warrior and the chubby one. They're chasing him and carrying the Sunny. The Sunny? There's... The Sunny's there? What's going on? Sounds like it's cutting time. No, they might be the Master's friends. They're only one thing to do. Look, the finish line is before us. We gotta run it out. Sprint for all you're worth. If they catch up to us, we're goners. Get to the Elbaf village. That must be up there. Yo. This is crazy right now. The way that fucking... The way I can't tell if Loki's gonna be good or bad is crazy. He obviously doesn't like Shanks, which is kind of I don't know. I don't think that you need to like Shanks to be a good person. So I don't know. Okay. Let's see. But I do think it's funny that this dude is running, probably because he wants to be like, get to Hudruden and be like, I swear to God, I didn't do anything bad. Oh, okay, here we go. And it says Underworld Warland. There, we took down that moose just in the nick of time. These beasts don't live in the upper forest, but their meat is quite exquisite. I can already see the excitement in the Straw Hats' faces. But how will we carry this monster? New Giant Pirates shipwright Danzan and New Giant Pirates Captain Adrudin. It says, can't use a painter. Those sunstones don't work when it's snowing. Suck it up and be a man. This meat is for my savior. A Hadrudin refresher back in Dressrosa, caught up in the wicked plot of Doflamingo, former warlord, and was nearly forgotten by the world until he was rescued by the Straw Hat crew. Now he is one of the 7 captains in the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. Interesting. Then they say, heave ho. See, we got this. We are the mighty warriors of Elbaf, the new giant crew. Interesting. It says New Giant Pirates. A pirate crew of 5 younger giants from the generation after Dorian Bragi. Adrudin the captain, Goldberg the cook, Gerd the doctor, Stanzen the shipwright, and Rodo the navigator. Interesting. It's actually kind of funny because, like, aside from like right hand man, like these are like, I feel like the people who need to learn some of this stuff from the giant pirates. Like, I mean, Sanji wants to learn their cooking. Chopper would love to probably get a hand on their medicine. Of course, the shipwright. I mean, we just found out that the Atom Tree, the main thing that the Sunny's made out of, is the tree in there. And then Rodo the navigator, I feel like would be a really good one for Nami, even though he's a piece of shit. So it's pretty dope. I like it. Let's see, what else do we have? This scene near Elbaf. What do you think, Robin? I've never cut a woman's hair before. I was quite nervous about doing it. My heart would have been racing if I had one. Yo ho ho ho. Go joke. It says, yeah, yeah, you don't have a heart. So unscientific. You look really cute, Robin. Haven't seen that look on you in ages. That's stunning. Well done, Brooke. It's perfect. Thank you, Brooke. Yo ho ho. Happy to help. Wow, it's gonna be like uh very interesting because this is like the Robin hairstyle in which Saul knows. So like this makes sense. And then it says, "Oh, so it's the look you had when you met Saul. Then he'll be especially happy to see it. Oh man, I just know this reunion will have me ballin'. That's the hairstyle we remember too, Robin. The mists have cleared, land ahoy, prepare to moor. The island of the giants is gigantic. We gotta have a toast when we get to the harbor. Yeah. Elbaf. Puff, puff. Big, big trouble. It's Dr. Saul. He's fallen and he won't get up. What is happening? And that is the end of the chapter. Super interesting. Okay. Because I want to know. Let's see here. How do I get out of here? Here we go. Let's see, shall we? TCB scans. So, Oda's notes. I went to South Africa. Renewed gratitude. Yeah. Um. Okay. What do you think of my predicament? Yeah. 2.6 on the other translation. 6 years. Pride. I'm the pride of Elbaf's immense strength, but these chains are made of sea stone. I can't unleash my power. This one actually kind of makes more sense. Loppy. But then this one should say it's Luffy. You want to make a deal, Luffy. If you dig up the snow around here, you'll find the countless bones. Things living, legends. The first world. Okay, so I mean they got that right. And this world of dead belongs to the sun, you foolish human. I know what you brought you to this forsaken. I don't know what brought you, but come up here to see their master. It's because I befriended them when I was a kid. Now, if you cross me, these guys won't take you lightly. Master, that's a little harsh. Okay. I mean, they almost nailed the fucking translation. I mean, it's pretty good. None of them expected him to show up that Emperor Red Hair Shanks. Shanks came here? You know him? Did he come? We're talking about that coward pirate, right? Yo, Lucy, about that action. Was about to just fucking thwack him. Hold your horses, I was kidding. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, a lot of this is the same. Okay. I mean, overall, this chapter just kind of gave us little stuff. Um, Kind of puts into perspective, like Loki might be a trickster. Um, I do love that all of the animals that he befriended as a child also love Luffy. Um, Pretty interesting. The tree being the Atom tree, which we all thought about, makes sense. Um, and so it kind of makes sense. I love how they talk about Red Hair Shanks being here. That is cool as shit too. Um, and then him just taming the mountain beast, super cool. Luffy basically being like, "Yo, you talk shit on Shanks, it's on site." Um, I wonder, did Loki just fucking dodge, or did he actually like did Luffy miss on purpose to send a message? Like like, yo, I could do this. I could. Um, so that's really interesting. Um, mm, I like the new giant pirates. This is an okay chapter. This very much feels like the start of like Oda's usual 3 chapter run. Um, mm, excuse me. Um, it's very much just like re-greasing the wheels on a few things. We got like small little drops of information, nothing crazy. His bounty's interesting. I really like this, but it is kind of weird in the sense that like I feel like Oda has consistently given us Luffy's opponent and then basically has made their bounties increasingly higher. Um, and but the only one I feel as though, well, the only one I know that hasn't been that way is Kaido. Because Kaido was like 4 bill or something like that. Um, but Luffy didn't 1v1 him, right? So like we went from Katakuri, who was in the 1 billion department, and then we went to Kaido, which was 4. And like I understand Wano was long and stuff like that, but like I just don't think that he's on that level. Like he's a Yonko, right? He's on that Yonko level, but he's on the lower end. Like if we were ranking the Yonko, obviously be Buggy is last. He does not have the Yonko strength. He just has everything else that makes a Yonko. He just doesn't have the strength. Luffy has the strength, but isn't quite there. He's not on the level of Big Mom, Whitebeard, and Kaido Prime. Like he doesn't. But I feel like this is interesting because right here is 2.6, which is an upscale from Katakuri's, but not quite Kaido's. So I think that he would win in a fight with Loki so far, unless Loki's devil fruit is just busted as fuck, and as soon as he gets out of the chain, she's gonna be different. Um, but it is very interesting. It's almost as if they were trying to maybe make it so that the Elbaf happened before Wano. Because they should have taken out Kaido after this, almost like a rank scale. But it is what it is. I think that it's very interesting that he has a bounty. I want to know what he did to earn it. Um, so very interesting. I want to know what beef Loki has with Shanks, and I just need to get a better understanding of Loki because right now I could go either way. He could be next in the crew, or he could be the big villain of this arc. So, like, what do we think? I think it's interesting. That is, to say the least. But anyway, so I'm just gonna go over my thoughts on the chapter. It was really well done. It gave us a good amount of stuff. It was very interesting that Loki was willing to make a deal. That's like kind of a Loki slash Hades thing. Um, so very interesting. What I also like is we get confirmation almost, and maybe this is, we can only see this one picture, right? If you look down at the picture of like Loki being strewn up, you see the handle of a hammer on his back, and it's like a straight up hammer. It almost is reminiscent of the possibility that this might be Mjolnir, which could mean that Thor and Loki's characters are put in one as this main one because Hadrudin is his brother, not Thor. And then um, Harold is their father, not Odin, because they had a different Odin. So, like, there's a good possibility that we're not getting traditional stuff. So they may have just put characters together, kind of like Oda did when he was talking about like other pirates like Jewelry Bonnie and different stuff. Like kind of like how he split up Edward Newgate and Michael D. Teach from Edward Teach, or yeah, Edward Teach, which was actually Blackbeard in real life. Um so overall I think this chapter is good. I don't think it's great. I think that this is like a 7. Like not a ton happened as far as like movement and stuff like that, but they were setting up a lot of good stuff. Even Robin's haircut at the end, super cool, really great callback. Um, the introduction of Hadrudin and then also the shipwright Stanzen is cool. Yeah. They're finally going to get to the village next episode, and we're going to probably learn a little bit more about Loki and what the next part of this looks like. So overall, it was a good chapter, but it was just like kind of a 7 to me. It wasn't like amazing. I wasn't like, oh my god, I could read this all day. Like, um, but definitely a good chapter. So that is my thoughts on that. Please let me know your thoughts down in the comments, because I'm really going to digest this one. I'm going to probably see what some other people, content creators, have said, and next chapter I feel like is going to be a really good chapter for theorizing. um but then the following chapter is probably going to be the best because that's usually when Oda leaves on his cliffhangers, and that's great. So but yeah, this chapter overall was pretty good. Wasn't great, but it was good. um But thank you guys so much for joining. Please like the stream. Please follow. Please make sure you're liking over on the TikTok as well. Um, Subscribe, do all the good stuff. And I just really appreciate you guys showing up, having that conversation. It's always good to talk to people about One Piece. One Piece is better as a conversation. um, so thank you guys so much for showing up, and I can't wait till the next live stream. I will let you guys know when I plan on doing the one with the broker, and then whenever the Black Clover chapters come out, and then of course you'll see me here next time when 1132 comes out. So again, thank you guys so much, and I'll